Have you ever wondered what you would do if your faith was tested to the limit? Today, we're going to dive into the incredible story of Daniel and the lion's den. A journey of courage, faithfulness, and the supernatural working of God. What gives us the courage to remain faithful when the odds are stacked against us? Daniel faced not only a den of hungry lions, but also the pressure of an entire society. What if your faith was put to the test in this way? Stay until the end, because this story has a powerful lesson for your life today, especially if you're facing challenges that seem insurmountable. Before we begin, if you want to have unshakable faith like Daniel's, subscribe to the channel and comment, "My faith does not waver." Daniel was no ordinary person. He was a young Jewish man who was taken captive to Babylon, but who stood out for his wisdom and integrity. From the beginning, he was determined not to be contaminated by the customs of Babylon. Daniel 1:8. Are we also determined to remain faithful in a society that tries to mold us? Daniel had a non-negotiable habit, praying 3 times a day, on his knees before his open window facing Jerusalem. Daniel 6:10. Have you ever thought about the power of a life of constant prayer? Do we have this same spiritual discipline? The leaders of Babylon envied Daniel's favor with King Darius, so they created a law that forbade prayers to any god or man other than the king himself, knowing that Daniel would never stop praying. When we stand firm in God, it is common for us to face opposition. Have you ever experienced something like this? Daniel knew about the law, but he did not change his prayer routine. He chose to obey God even though he knew it would land him in the lion's den. What decision would you make in his place? Daniel 6:10. Daniel was thrown into the den, but something extraordinary happened. God sent an angel to shut the lions' mouths. Daniel 6:22. This reminds us that God does not abandon us, even in the most dangerous and frightening situations. At dawn, the king ran to the den, and, to his surprise, found Daniel alive and unharmed. He declared, "The God of Daniel is the living God." Daniel 6:26. Has your faith ever been so strong that it impacted others around you? Daniel's accusers ended up receiving the fate they planned for him, and God's name was exalted throughout the earth. This teaches us that God is just, and that he honors those who honor him. Daniel 6:24-27. Daniel's story challenges us to live with unwavering faith, even in difficult times. It teaches us that prayer must be constant, faithfulness must be uncompromising, and trust in God must be greater than fear. Are we ready to live like this? If you've made it this far, congratulations. This shows your desire to grow spiritually and have a strong faith like Daniel's. God sees your heart and is pleased. Share this video with someone who needs encouragement and comment again, "My faith does not waver." Remember, the lion's den can be scary, but the God who shut the lions' mouths is the same God who is with you today. Thank you for staying with me until the end. May God bless you, strengthen you, and help you live an unshakable faith. See you in the next study.